This is likely the most frustrating part for most women, a protruding belly. And let me let you in on a little secret. Anyone's belly can stick out for reasons other than just fat. Even thin girls have it. And the worst thing you can do is endlessly pump your abs with crunches to try and get rid of it. Or even worse, wear slimming corsets. That will only make things worse. Let me tell you about the 3 main reasons and what you can do about them. And reason number 1 is posture. Let's go to the mirror right now, and I'll show you on myself how posture ruined since childhood affects my belly. Look, sometimes the belly sticks out not because of fat, but because the body literally pushes it forward. When there's a deep arch in the lower back, the ribs stick out, the pelvis tilts back, and the core isn't engaged, the belly literally protrudes forward. Conversely, when you fix that arch, align your core, and keep it neutral, your belly already looks much smaller, without any magic. And as you know, you have to work on your posture. Reason number 2 is the deep abdominal muscles. This includes the transverse abdominis, the diaphragm, and the pelvic floor muscles. These aren't your six-pack abs. They're your internal corset and core pressure control. They help keep the belly tight, the body stable, and prevent the lower back from taking all the strain. I lived with the habit of constantly sucking in my stomach for a long time. We were actually taught to do that since childhood. Keep your stomach tucked in and you'll look slimmer. But the problem is, when you constantly squeeze your belly, core function is disrupted, diaphragmatic breathing suffers, the upper abs and ribs overstrain, and the lower abs don't engage properly. I'm still dealing with the consequences of that habit today. Let's do a quick diaphragmatic breathing practice without even getting up from your chair. Now sit up straight, don't suck in your stomach, just straighten your back. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your stomach. Take a deep breath in and out. Once more, inhale and exhale. Notice which hand moves more, the upper one or the lower one. If your chest moves more, that's that shallow breathing we're talking about. So many people breathe this way, and it's exactly what causes tension and increases anxiety. Plus, in this mode, the diaphragm doesn't work correctly, and the diaphragm is a muscle. It should descend as you inhale, slightly expanding the belly, and rise as you exhale. But when you constantly breathe with your chest, you literally block your diaphragm. Now, let's try it a different way. Place both hands on your lower ribs, and as you inhale, direct the air downwards so your belly expands slightly to the sides. Inhale. Air goes down, the ribs expand, and exhale. The belly deflates and the ribs contract. That is proper diaphragmatic breathing. With this type of breathing, the body begins to relax, tension fades, and the belly visually shrinks simply because the muscles are no longer so tight. Take 5 to 6 breaths like that and feel the difference. If you do too many at first, you might feel a bit lightheaded. This also includes the transverse abdominis and the pelvic floor muscles. This is your internal corset. When it's not working properly, your belly just can't stay tucked in. This isn't just about the rectus abdominis and having nice six-pack abs. It's really about how tight and toned your belly is. These muscles don't engage during simple crunches, but in my course, we work them comprehensively. Reason number 3 is bloating. If you wake up and your belly looks fine, but by evening you look pregnant, then it's likely not fat, but bloating. For some, bloating is triggered by onions, cabbage, or beans, while for others, it's dairy. But it's individual. This doesn't mean these foods are bad and you need to cut them out. It means if you have this issue, you should just track what's causing that kind of reaction. So if your belly sticks out, it doesn't always mean you're fat and need to lose more weight. Several different factors can contribute to a protruding belly. I could also mention postpartum diastasis, but you can work on that too by strengthening your deep core muscles. I have many cases of women who fixed their protruding belly in my course because we address all these causes comprehensively. For example, here it was enough to just add deep core exercises, because before that she was only doing standard abs. Here we lost a bit of fat and also strengthened the deep core muscles so the belly stopped sticking out so much. We also worked on the diaphragm and identified foods that were causing bloating. In this case, we also monitored nutrition, lost weight, and strengthened the deep core, diaphragm, transverse abdominis, and pelvic floor, and the belly got much smaller. I prefer to work on all of these things comprehensively. Often the problem isn't that a woman isn't doing anything, but that she's not addressing the right cause. And in the VIP format, I can help you understand what you specifically need to focus on so you don't waste time on random efforts. So if you recognize yourself and want to stop just sucking in your stomach in the mirror and finally figure out why your belly sticks out and start working on it, go to the website. There I've detailed the participation program and all the formats. And if you have any questions left, just write to me and I'll be happy to help.